so that way it's not doing nothing. Alright, okay. I'm gonna check the site. Give me un momento.
Check the site, son.
Yes, Dad, I will check. What's it called? The site?
Where are you, dude? Are you in a freaking closet or something?
I have to. It's like the quietest place to be.
Are you in the dressing room at Walmart again?
No, again. Yeah, again. Sorry, I forgot to mention. We're live. We are live.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
YouTube family, what is up? What is up? Wake up, wake up. It is a beautiful day. We are doing another Skype one. So hang in there with us.
You probably need to explain your little situation that you have going on here.
Yeah. First of all, though, YouTube family, what is up, guys and girls? Thank you so much for jumping on. We are excited. It's a beautiful Monday. Good morning, evening, or night, wherever you may be. Thank you for those who are following already.
Yes.
And for those that are not following, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you better jump on. Subscribe, like, hit the bell for notifications, guys. You know the regular stuff. And thank you so much for joining. And my partner in crime, Cam Bam the man.
Yes.
What is up, dude?
Yes. You guys probably heard it because I didn't know if we were live yet. And he was like saying, "Are you in the Walmart closet again?" And I was like, "No." I usually go in here because when you record voice stuff, it's the noise from your microphone. If you have, let's say if you have clothes or something,
right.
It mainly contracts the noise because let's say we're a big office with a bunch of open room, kind of like how my downstairs living room is.
Gotcha.
That's will cause like echoes and stuff. So this is where I tend to do
whatever you need to do, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, Warner Brothers or any crap like that where they got like big studios, man. I am nowhere
Hey,
close.
I'm no better over here. I just wanted to let everybody
He's
know.
He's literally at the desert.
The reason I'm inside a car, I'm inside my car, not just a random car.
He went GTA on us.
I'm in the desert right now, taking some well-needed rest and relaxation. However, I did not want to miss a podcast, so
yes.
I told Cameron, I said, dude, we got to do a Skype one at least. I don't want to miss it. So here we are. I'm inside the car with the air conditioner on because it's like 114 degrees over here. But I'm glad for everybody jumping on. Thank you guys for always backing us up. And we are here for you.
Yes.
Even if we're in different states.
Yes.
But we are here. Cam Bam the man, live and in person. And you got the dad. And everybody, good morning and welcome to the Gamer and the Dad podcast.
Absolutely.
Cam, what is up, dude? What is
Nothing
up?
Much.
Hey, so I told you earlier, and I want to let everybody know, it's going to be sort of a short one today, guys. But we're going to try to cram a lot of cool topics we got going on.
As much as we can.
We wanted to talk to you guys. So it'll be about a 30-minute podcast today. But I'm excited to be on. And Cameron, here we go. Buddy.
Cameron? Did you say Cameron?
Cameron.
Okay, it sounded like he said Cameron.
Maybe my lips are too dry.
You have water, don't you?
I do. Thank you, son.
Yeah, I was gonna make sure because could you imagine if you didn't have water?
So Cam.
Yes.
First thing I want to throw at you, and I'm sure you heard of this, dude. It's pretty crazy. I still don't know the outcome of it yet because they haven't given us details. But Microsoft possibly buying TikTok, dude.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Dude, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't see the difference in TikTok being owned by Microsoft. At this point, I mean, it's been popular for a year or so. So it would make sense for a company like that to buy it. I mean, it is a social media platform, so.
True.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they did buy it. It because Trump is like, I'm gonna ban it because they had this report that like it was from China, and they thought using that app would like be a spyware of some sort. That's originally their thought process on what that was.
Yeah, that was the worry. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then Microsoft's all over here and he's like, we might buy it. Who knows? It's like,
right.
I don't know. I think that might be interesting.
It'll be interesting. Obviously, I think they're trying to buy it to save it from the U.S. But at the same time, obviously, Microsoft trying to take advantage of the situation and get its feet wet into this side of tech. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting. I thought I'd get your insight on
I think they'll probably just, if they do end up owning it, I think they'll probably put more like social aspects into it and all that stuff, because they do that with Skype, because Microsoft owns Skype, so
right,
which is what we use right now.
yeah. So
we'll see. We'll see if that pans out, because they're planning on it. I don't think they made the official purchase yet. I don't think they have done that yet.
No, so. I don't think they bought it yet. And obviously with the president wanting to ban it and all that stuff,
it's going to be a little while.
Yeah, but I thought it was just interesting on how, on them possibly getting it. So I don't know, interesting. But moving on.
Jojo, no, I do not have TikTok, unfortunately. I have too many social media apps, and I don't really feel like I want to get into another trope.
So I can't see on my side who's on the chat.
So we have Josiah, Hyperspeed, Jojo, Amy, Rose, Maya, Ben Gaming. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Got like 6 people watching.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you so much for jumping on.
So let's get to some topics, shall we?
Yeah.
That was a good one too. The TikTok thing, because I read about it this morning. All that stuff on the news and stuff.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We'll see what happens.
All right. So guess what? I don't think we talked about this, but we talked about Peacock came out, right? Peacock came out. So I actually got it. And what's cool is that it's on all platforms. So you can get it on PlayStation, you can get it on Xbox, you can get it on Roku, Amazon, all over. So there's 2 ways. Now, there is a $4.99 per month option for premium. However, it's only like a starter premium. So like you still have their originals, their programs, their movies, their shows. There's still ads on it though. So that's like an ad support per month. If you don't want ads, you'd have to pay $9.99 a month, which is $10 a month. And that's not bad, actually. $10 a month.
It's not bad, but it's still on the high end,
I guess, but it's nowhere near HBO Max levels, where it's like $15 a month.
True, that's true.
So, but it's pretty cool. And honestly, I was gonna say this. I was really waiting to say this to you. I was gonna call you about it, but I was like, no, we're gonna wait until the podcast. It's just a slap in the face to YouTube TV, because for Peacock, not only do they have the originals and like movies and shows and all that, but they also have live TV with sports and stuff. Like they literally showed a hockey sports game, and I watched that whole thing. I was like, what the heck? How did they do that? How? I was like, damn. And it's cheaper too. Like what, $10 or $5 a month?
Yeah.
And 50?
Yeah, seriously, dude. Dude, I told you a while back that all these big companies are gonna be going head to head, man. Trying to get your money any way they can.
Your money.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what it is. They're trying to get as much subscriptions as possible, for the best money as possible. But there's a lot of competition, man. And for some reason, though, I've never understood why a company just can't come out and give you all kind of content, sports, music, TV shows, series, movies, all this stuff. It's always, there's always something in between, But I don't know. I think everything's coming around, man. And this is gonna, this wave of competition is still gonna exist. And I think at the end, the result's gonna be that, the consumer's gonna win, because it's gonna mean that companies are gonna have to get lower prices for more content, because everybody's competing, But I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great too. I mean, well, you don't have to pay that. Like, you could just sign up for free and then just watch the programming with ads. The premium is like if you want to watch the originals and all the library content. So that's good. At least you don't have to pay for it right away. You could just sign up and then just watch the stuff. So it's pretty much like almost free cable at this point. Almost.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea, and I definitely think that makes them stand out in the streaming area. So like instead of just having the library content, you can also have live content too that goes on, like
Definitely.
news,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sports, and all that. YouTube TV, listen, please. You have the Oscars, but where are the sports, boy? What?
Dude, don't even get me going. Don't even get me
Hello, we
going.
do not have Dodgers. We do not have Lakers. I'm sorry.
And that's exactly how it sounds for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, dude.
Oh,
But
well.
we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll get better.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, because it is owned by Comcast, who also owns NBC Universal, and
Right.
we were hoping that they were gonna have like the Despicable Me movies and all that stuff, pretty much all of Universal's content, and it has
Yeah.
Universal content, except it does not have the Despicable Me movies, it does not have the Fast and Furious movies, yet, okay, because this just started out, this only came out like a couple weeks ago, so.
Right.
It's gonna take some time, but how do you not have that? That's like one of Universal's like biggest franchises that we're talking about here, and you don't have that. The only one
Yeah, I
animated
don't-
movie that is like well known, they only have one. It's Shrek. They only have Shrek on there. The rest are just like straight to DVD movies that nobody gives two poo poos about.
Yeah, seriously, man. I don't know. Hopefully it gets better, bro. We'll see.
I'm hoping, because I really want it, because it has a potential. I really see the content. It has all 3 of the Rush Hour movies on there, and I was watching those things.
There we go. Yeah.
They're only
Yep.
there for 30 days though, so that kind of blows.
Yeah. Exactly.
But hey,
But we'll see how that-
it's
we'll
what
see
you
how
want to
that
watch. All right, next topic. So there's a game called Far Cry 6 that's coming out next year. It was announced by Ubisoft, and it's a big open world game, something like that. It's going to come out next year for, I'm assuming, next gen consoles, because if it's coming out next year, and the consoles are going to be out this year, so it makes sense.
Right.
But there's a controversy going on because there was a trailer that came out, and there was a African American actor. I don't know his name. People call him Gus. I don't know why. I think that's his like nickname. He was in The Breaking Bad and also The Mandalorian from Disney Plus, and he's a African American actor. And when he was hired to play this Latino type president of this city type area. So he has like the accent and stuff like that. I think you can see where this is going, where people are like, "Oh, but he's not Mexican. Why is he playing that?" And then like
yeah.
they're like saying
Same
Ubisoft,
thing, yeah.
Ubisoft cancel this game. It's like that it's called acting. Like, why is this such a big deal? Like, it's kind of like you're changing your personality and you're changing your voice. Like, that's kind of how it goes. It's the same thing
Right.
for voice acting.
Right.
Like, I think you and me have talked on and off again when this situation was going on, like how people in the Simpsons area pretty much just couldn't play their characters that they played for however many years.
Yep.
And it really sucks on that. Like, it's voice acting. You're playing a character that doesn't look like you. You're playing a character that is obviously different because it's animated and it's in a show or a movie.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
I mean, how would you feel about that? Do you think the controversy is just dumb or whatever, that they shouldn't?
I listen. I don't want to get too controversial and I don't want to get too political, but
Yeah.
what I will say is, actors of every race and color have been doing this for many, many years.
Decades
Many
even,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been very, very high profile comedians that have done a lot of different movies, and they themselves have played different characters. A black actor,
Mm-hmm.
a black comedian has played a Caucasian person, has played an Asian person,
Yeah.
has played a Middle Eastern person for different movies. And a lot of actors and comedians have done this on camera, and the movies and the shows have been extremely successful and funny, and everybody loves them. But now it's a problem. Now, all of a sudden, it's an issue that to me is dumb. Okay? Because if you ask people about the movies that they saw where that was happening, they have nothing bad to say. You know,
Yeah.
that actor did fantastic. It was funny. He did very well doing that part. He did very well doing this part. But now, unfortunately and sadly, it's all political and it's all about race and racism. And, you know, so slowly but surely, people that are doing this are killing the industry in this way. You know, they think they're doing right by separating this now and going, oh wait a minute, that's racism. How can a white dude do a black voice, or how can a black guy do a white voice, or whatever? And now it's just about that, and I think it's ruining there's ruining shows, it's ruining movies,
video games too, especially with this controversy.
Video games, exactly, video games. So I don't know. I don't want to get too political into it, man. But I just my opinion is it's being ruined that way.
Yeah. Jojo said, "Is dollar money?" Yes, a dollar is money, right? a dollar is money.
Where's Jojo from?
I think she's from Germany, actually.
Okay.
And Blaze, the princess asks, "How are you?" I'm doing well. How are you, Dad? You doing well too in the desert?
What is up? Yes, princess. Thank you for joining.
All right. Next topic, because that was pretty quick, and we don't want to get too political. Yeah. Otherwise, YouTube will say, no more.
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
They'll throw us into recycling bin.
The next one. So we talked about this movie, I think maybe once or twice. It's called Tenet. It's directed by Christopher Nolan, and
okay.
It was intended to come out at the end of July in theaters. Now, this movie is still slated to come out in theaters regardless. They're not putting it on digital. They said they want this movie to be out in theaters, period. That's it. So, at the end of August, they're saying this movie will come out, but outside of the U.S. before it comes into the U.S. market. Now, it's strange because I'm assuming that a lot of the other parts of the world, maybe like China or something, because China still has the virus still going around.
Right.
I don't know any place. I think they should just hold it till next year at this point, in my opinion, because at this point, I don't see the virus going away anytime soon with how many of the cases are going up. And it's you might as well just move the movies to next year like some other studios have done, because then just to play it safe.
Yes, but at the same time, what I still don't understand, Cam, is that why do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe obviously they do know stuff that we don't know, but I mean, is the money that much different? That's what I would like to know. Maybe we have to get that answer correctly, because and I go back and I know this is one movie and maybe it got lucky, but again, Trolls decided to come out on streaming, made $100 million weekend, and it's doing well and it's done well. Now we can't compare that to everything. However, I still don't understand why the studios are so afraid or so against of streaming, you know? And I keep hearing in the news, I keep hearing the radio, oh, well, they're going to push it back another 6 months. Oh, they're going to push it back. Now they're talking about releasing overseas. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, there's hundreds of millions of people here that want to watch it, you know? Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's in the theaters or they watch it at home.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what's really happening. I'm really curious to know if it's really a money thing or it's more control.
Yeah, but it could be because I've heard from interviews from like studio executives that say for movies that are like extremely expensive to make, like this movie could have been expensive. We don't know how much it could have been made. But they have said that the theatrical window, which is releasing movies in theaters, gets them a lot more money on their dollar because it's more box office revenue. Like that's how their profit works. So they're not going to expect people to, because you're spending like we said before, you're spending like I bet you if this movie actually came out on streaming, $20 to rent for about a couple months, like Trolls did, and then later on you'd be buying it or renting it, however.
Right.
And they don't think that motive would work because they don't think their movie will get out there. They have done marketing. I mean, there is trailers and stuff, but But like they said, even the CEO of Warner Brothers said, he's like, this movie was intended for theaters. This is a director who wants it in theaters, and we're going to do that. But we just have to do it in a safe way. I was like, you pushed this movie like 3 times. You might as well just move it to next year or just put it to streaming. There's no other choice. You're just going to be losing money. You're wasting money in marketing.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something there that we have no idea what's happening, because
I guarantee you.
Because if you just ask me, I don't know, man. Either that or they have hundreds of billions of dollars. Because if I made a movie for $200 million, and unless I'm sitting on a bunch of capital, I'm gonna want my money back sometime soon. And if I keep pushing this thing back a year, 2 years, 6 months,
I keep putting marketing and trailers and putting more money into it.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. There's something that we don't know that's going on. Of why they're doing this and why they keep pushing it back. Dude, I would want my money back as soon as possible. or get some sort of stream started, like okay, I won't say 100 million immediately, but let's get the thing flowing, let's get it out there on streaming, let's get some money flowing. This about pushing it back and holding it another year and let's start overseas. I don't understand. There's something we don't know, but it's very interesting to me. But we'll see how it does, man.
Yeah, because you're just wasting more money if you keep putting marketing into it and trailers and stuff.
Not only marketing, but dude, you just used 100 or 200 or 300 million dollars of your money.
Yeah.
It's just like executives just sitting there having coffee, just like how much was this movie, Bob? 300 million? Oh, is that it? Oh, let's just wait. I mean, we have $1 billion in the bank, so we'll release it in 2025. How about that? You think the people will be normal back then? Huh? What? Yeah? All right. Let's go have lunch, dude. All right. Let's go have lunch.
Let's go have lunch. Yes.
Oh, 2030? Okay. We're going to release it in 2030, and hopefully it's good by then. Yeah. Bob, you're going to be 105, and I'll be 98. So maybe we'll do it a little bit sooner, buddy. Yeah? All right. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude. I
don't think so.
I don't get it. We'll see. We'll see what happens, though, man.
We'll see how it performs overseas if they still go through that. It's supposed to do that at the end of this month, but I don't have a feeling it'll do that.
Yeah.
With how bad the virus is going around, I don't think people want to go to theaters and be like,
Exactly.
No, thanks, buddy. Good luck though, but you're gonna be out of capital at that point.
Yeah, seriously.
So this is another topic. How do you feel about the Emmys going virtual this year?
Dude, I heard about this. And this is interesting, because
how are you gonna give out awards?
Yeah, that's gonna be very.
It's like a call like this. Oh, and the award goes to Jay-Z, and then Jay-Z's like, I'm so thankful.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna have to be on. We're gonna have to see on TV, and they're gonna be speaking into a monitor, obviously, or into a camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Listen, can it be pulled off? Absolutely. I mean, you can have one person, in front of a podium.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely dressed and stuff, and the podium also nicely dressed, and that's the person that gives the names out and shows the award and says, this is for Leonardo DiCaprio. Yay! All right. And nobody's there, so there's no claps. There's no cheering.
You're just gonna hear virtual claps, and then people are like freezing.
Yeah. Oh no, you can use the clap button. But I think, listen, I think it's interesting. I think they could definitely pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems to be going virtual anyways. In these days, but I think something like this, you could definitely do it, because, like I said, you could have one person in a dressed up podium, giving out the names and saying about the winners and just showing the trophy, whatever, and then everybody's watching that.
Yeah.
I mean, so I could see it be done for sure. I could see it being okay like that.
What if the technician forgets to hit the clap button though?
Well, maybe the host has a backup button, just in case.
Leonardo DiCaprio, and then
there's no noise. Yeah. Dude, hit the button now. Both of my hands are occupied. Hit it now.
I got the note and I got the reward here.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna get the Emmy. Are they just gonna mail it to them or something?
No, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they'll put it in an Uber and send it, dude.
The Uber is coming to your house right now, Mr. Leo.
Yeah, it's wrapped in a Ralph's Grocery Market bag. Yeah.
This would be interesting. But I think it's probably going to be professional, obviously, because this is a big.
No, yeah. It'll be professionally done. I think they're going to be able to pull it off pretty sweet, man.
We're just joking because we don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Next topic. How do you feel about Google saying that for their employees they're going to be working from home for the next year, the whole 2021?
Yeah, dude. So I've been hearing this, and they've been adamant about more and more employees just
Working
just
from
go
home.
ahead, hey, work from home, dude. Don't come back to the office. I mean, I think there's few companies in the world I think that have the luxury and the capital to be like, well, go ahead and work at home, guys.
Google is like a
building that you guys
massive,
work-
massive company.
Yeah,
like,
of course. I think listen, on one end, I think that's really, really cool of them, to be able to do that and pull that off. However, I think this is going to start a trend that some companies eventually will not be able to sustain.
Do you think they're going to feel more comfortable working from home than going to the offices?
Correct.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be companies that will do this full time, and what's going to start happening is you're going to have buildings and landlords and plazas and all that stuff that are going to lose a lot. I mean, it's happening already, but I think there's a few companies in the world like Google that can do this, and I think there's going to be more following suit, that are gonna follow this, and I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of 50-50 on this, man. I don't want to say I really don't care, whatever keeps people safe and and the company going, but will it hurt?
Change your
people in
damn
the long
YouTube
run?
support number instead of a fax
Yeah,
machine.
dude, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a different topic, man. That's a different topic. But I think there's going to be several companies following suit, and I think, more power to them. If they could do it.
I agree. I mean, a lot of gaming companies and a lot of stuff like that are doing work from home, or I would think like movie studio companies are doing that too, where writing scripts or editing movies or anything
sure.
like that.
I'm sure.
Doing that from home. I've heard
I'm
a lot
sure, yeah.
about that. So that's
sure,
probably how
yeah.
we're getting like originals and stuff like that on Netflix and all these streaming services, because
Right,
those
right,
movies are
right,
probably
right.
already shot pre or post production and all that stuff. And it's cool that we're gonna get new content through all this stuff.
That's right.
And
That's right.
oh my god, can you imagine if I think I talked about this? Can you imagine if we were living in the generation where the streaming services did not exist? Like you have to go and buy
Yeah,
everything.
I did, dude. I did.
Yeah, but
I
during
did live
this
there.
time where everybody's locked at home and stuff like that, like you couldn't do anything, you couldn't see movies unless you physically went out there and did all that stuff, instead of just having the convenience of like a remote and then just buying it on.
Well, that was my time, baby. That was my time.
It was all of our
back
times.
in the 80s, back in the early 80s, late 80s, early 90s. You wanted to watch a movie, you got to get in the car and go to your local mom and pop
Blockbuster
video store, and rent Commando or Transformers back in the day, whatever it is. But that's how it was. Yeah. Now it's just a push of a button for everything, man.
Yeah.
So
Go to Blockbuster Video. You remember that?
that was the new age back then. Back in my day, early days, you had to go to the nearest, like I said, mom and pop video store and rent a cassette tape movie, VHS, for a couple of bucks for 24 hours, and when you brought it back, you better have it rewound already, or else they would charge you a fee, dude, if you didn't bring it back rewound already, which is hilarious. But anyways,